Hi guys, Mike here. This is a product that was sent out to me for free for my first impressions review unboxing. This is a surge suppressor by IQ Power. Now what's different about this particular unit is, if you look real closely over here, and we'll get over that, is that it supports all the different major plugs that most people would be traveling to. I believe it's US, UK, China, and EU. And that's something a little bit unusual in this price range, which means that you don't need to bring any adapters when you go across the whatever country that you're going to go ahead and visit for most people. And it also provides surge suppression at the same time. Now it's very basic. This is completely ABS plastic. It's supposed to be a lot of fire resistance going on in here, and it's rated up to 3,000 watts of power if you are in a 220 volt country, whereas it's 1625, which is standard for the United States. All right. Now it's also got 4 USB ports that are capable of charging iPads and tablets. Now first impressions is this is really lightweight actually. Let me try a little bit of a creak test. It creaks a little bit as I squeeze it, especially around down here. It looks like there's 2 mounting areas right here where you can mount it along on the wall. That is definitely appreciated. But overall, it definitely feels relatively cheap. Now, I do like this push button design. So as you can see, it allows you to turn everything on and off from one button, which is great for energy saving. However, generally, when I travel across to other countries, particularly in Asia, they go one step further, where each different one has an individual on-off socket, plus sometimes a master power switch. For cases like that, you're going to pay a little bit more for it. This at just over $20. It actually provides a tremendous value on here. So you can see these are all universal plugs here. I can plug in, of course, here, since I'm in the United States, I only have US plugs to worry about. But if I take this to go, and this is super lightweight, that's another benefit of having a plastic ABS construction. You can go ahead and just easily travel with this. It takes up a bit more space, but look, it's got 6 different outlets. And it's got 4 USB charger ports, which is extremely helpful when you're traveling and you have all these things you got to go ahead and charge. Now, here's the thing. On this side, you have a standard US plug. Okay, so they don't give you adapters for that. You're going to have to get your own adapters in order to plug this into another country. But see, if you're traveling to the United States, this is perfect, because then you can plug in all your other things here, as long as it will operate on the 110, 115, 120 volt system here in the United States. Now, one thing I definitely do want to check out and is to see what the quality of the plugs are in when I plug something in, and that usually gives me an idea how good the circuitry is in here. And I'm going to be honest, these are only passable. This is not the best, but you know, at $20, I'd be really surprised if these were in fact the best. Yes, it does provide a solid connection, but no, these are not the best connections possible on the market. So if you're going to spend a little bit more, maybe twice as much, you'll probably get some sort of better connections on here. Now, they are passable. As you can see, I can plug this in. Let me see, plug that in. Yes, it goes in. So time will tell whether or not this is going to hold up. And I suppose it does have the standard warranty, so all that stuff is okay and will work out. One other benefit that I see on here with the plugs is that this has a little bit of protection. You see that? So if you have little kids or something that want to stick their fingers and things into the socket, there's a little bit more protection here than most normal AC surge suppressors of its kind. So again, I'm a little bit disappointed with this. For $20, I suppose that's okay, but I would really like better connection switches on here. It fits in there. You do have to put a little bit of effort in there. I do like smoother connections, and every single one of these is the same. And yes, it does go in all the way, and it should be okay, and it should be fine. But if you'd like to plug and unplug a lot of things, I definitely prefer paying a bit more to get a better solid connection in here. All right, the USB ports out here, I have no reason to believe that it's not going to work out just fine. Maximum rating, let's see, on here is Automax 3.1 amps, 6 sockets. So it actually is going to charge you faster than a typical iPad charger for those back in the day. But Look, it says USB output is DC 5 volts at 3.1 amps. Unfortunately, according to this, it does look like the 3.1 amps is shared with all this. So you're going to be able to charge one tablet at full 3.1 amps, and I believe that's shared across all of these right here. So even though it has 4 ports, generally if you're going to charge 2, I'd at most charge 2 tablets max on here at, relatively close to relatively fast speeds. Now here's something that you don't see, and that's only if I can take this apart, and actually I don't see any visible screws on here. This might be just glued together, which is probably typical of an item of this price range, is that this actually has what kind of surge suppression technologies it has. It has a zinc oxide Veristor, which is MOV chip, fast blocking high voltage, instantaneously starts and absorbs lightning voltage. Now, most of us aren't really in a lot of lightning-stricken areas, especially here in California where we hardly get any rain. But the couple of times I've had over the years, we've had it actually has killed a couple of our appliances. It's got ceramic gas discharge tube, effective isolation of strong current, okay, and it's got a high temperature fuse sensor. So if you overdo this, you plug in too many things and operate it too much at once, this will automatically shut down to protect you and prevent a fire from happening. So it has those safety features, and I do appreciate that. One thing you will notice on here, though, that is available on maybe more expensive units that is not available on this, is that there is no reset switch on the side, which probably means that if something goes off, it needs to protect itself, it needs to shut down for whatever reason, the reset is basically power the guy off, okay, and power back on after things either cool down or the system resets after a set period of time, which is usually after the systems decide that the surge is not there, the temperature is low enough that it would probably reset. Now, I'm not testing that in this video because this is just unboxing first impressions of this product. So I'll take it for its word that it will function that way. Now, one more thing I want to mention is that in addition to this, if you are using sensitive computer equipment or anything that you feel needs to be well protected, I would also get a UPS. That's always advised, particularly for anything with, data, right? Any of your computers with the data, run it through a UPS first, and that is a battery power pack. I'll have links down below for something like that. This is only a surge suppressor with the power expansion slots and 4 USB charging ports. All right, that's it for this video. Hopefully this was useful to you. And again, if you're interested in this particular item, I'll have links down below. I think overall it's a great affordable plan for people, or great affordable surge suppressor for people who are looking for something relatively cheap, will support international plugs here in the United States. Chances are if you buy this in a different country, it'll have the appropriate plug in here for you to plug in. And it's got decent protections according to the specifications on here, and at least I can charge 2 tablets at one time in here and get relatively decent amount of charging capacity and speed. Okay. All right, that's it for this video. Please do like, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you next one. Thanks for watching.